Hello? Am I off live? Hello everyone. Welcome to the sim. Hey, we just gonna be chatting. Desaimba, hello. Arian, hello. Skill issue. Shut up. What the hell? Hello. Jake Frost, hello. Mason, hello. Malkut. Ethel, funny. Thanks for the sing, Janai. Malam kakak Ethel. Dakuma, hello. I think, hello. Okay, guys. So, yeah. I think the game's getting way too, too hard. Too stressful. Yabe. I cannot manage with all of this stuff going on. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to drop the game and, but I am very interested with the things though. Kaya tahu nggak perbedaan kakak itu dan matahari? Apa tuh? Ain, hello. Kita still sing even with cheat. Yeah, shut up. Nani, thank you. 10% no data, nice. Hey now. I actually can just cheat my way through the game there because there's like energy cheat, you know. Just that it's getting way too complicated to manage. Heart is mine. Tunjuk. Funny she accept the fact she is bubble real. No, I'm not. I can't pass the levels. I can, just that it's taking too long. FK for summoning the meat that across my table has to be cooked. Lava employer really got the useful gift. Just one more employee now copy the name in the cycle. No! Matahari mo niya ba kung mamimita kalau tinggal janta. Kita game can be happy. Adam boo, what is that? Skill issues, yeah. Alright, so with that I'm gonna do spoiler myself. How should we do this? Lobotomy, Operation Sepira. Let's see who they are. The people. The people. The blink. The blink? Mid club. Okay. That far. Show the screen also. Even if I thought it today, I will stay as win by talking it will pick random top agent. Huh? The white knight will stay? What the hell? That's ridiculous. Asmal. Okay, let's see. Angela. Okay. Malkut. Yesat. Nejat. Hot. A female. Oh! This one is male after all? At first she does not trust others. Comes out relaxed positive at first. I thought it's female. Just another for a quick story of Lobotomy Corporation. Huh, okay. Thank you for letting us click the logo. Nani? Sona baka na. I said that I saw video in DC. The predator is male. Oh no, male too. 何これ。Do not fear. True. Very useful. Ooh, Gebura. Recruit sometimes that try to solve problem with as much force as possible despite cover. Check. CPR material like his coffee, pretend to take care of his employee. Hokma na! Come collect that he considered the devil employee is a cycle. Bina. Extraction team. Ready this for any soul emotion. Bina has a distinct inclination. Huh. Jewish Kabbalah. Oh. What about the what is a Sephira meltdown? Sephira meltdown, better known as core suppression, boss fight-esque event with the unlock of the continual mission of certain department. With the facility will fight the Sephira, the player receives the condition to begin core suppression. The player can begin a fan clicking core suppression. Nah, this button called. What? Yo, what happened to Malkut? Holy moly. Reactivated V. What happened? He died? Attack has a meet on Sephira. Gebura mission suppress the Arab. Definitely good mission for it to know. Hot this nut. That the boss scene. If only Ethel clear the dust ordeal. I cannot get the dust at all. Didn't cause to take flower for the side being single yellow. Didn't give a green smoke water like filter. Surround the photo skin. This effect over the skin coming from after the day. Reaching clip on. Mechanical beneficial following. Work level 1. Work tab button no longer necessary. Order close when you work tab exo. Reeling to random button and mini clip on meltdown level. No visible changes. Level 4. In any way, to finish the event, the must collect or record energy in bits. Clip out meltdown level 6. Completing the demo cover about play this permanent upgrade. Ooh. Yes, sir. Why Mal could become like that? What the hell? Screen filter. And is this their real form? Get there. Aeon become Cthulhu. Oh. A static filter and LCD. This includes energy quota meter. Goes employee stat. Background music change blurred pixelated. To finish, the player must collect. Oh. Did they like attack or anything like that? Yo! It's pixelated. Open can of files here. Crimson Dawn ending. Hot meltdown. Oh no! Hot become weak. A solution turn into a quit game. Only Vina and Gebura can attack. Oh. Stat reduced by -50. This can also be reduced level agent stat. Recommends it chance to decrease now. Ooh. boy with strategies in the corner. More visible screen filter. They spoopy. You become like, oh, Netza. Must be competitive against during separate modality from game being a single screen eye. Oh, it's weed. Defeated meltdown. What? Defeated has many. Run. Defeated by Massive Report Meltdown level 10. After completing the develop reward by this permanent upgrade. Second appearance. Hot Mind directly replacing time control. Oh, suppress defeated. Oh no. Gibura. Oh, Gibura straight up becomes Alep. Holy shit. Ooh. Facial appearance. Hey yo! Wait, isn't this the sword from the thing? Spoopy what? Chest set. Oh. Cross boosting what damage. What? Bina. Nani kore? Ooh. Such a long spike attack, fairy attack. Holy shit, what the hell? Oh, ma. Ooh. Okay. Tan, salah. Ada makam belah. Sok gombal gitu. Actually, Gebura had on Ingo back because wait, Angela Meltdown. Oh yeah, Angela no Meltdown? Hello, talking puppy. Let's see. Ordeals. Oh, this from left to right. Ooh. Similarity between green ordeals. Dawn. Ember Dawn. The worm boy. Crimson Dawn. The clown. I forgot how the jingle goes. How the jingle goes again for the clowns? How are you today? Today doing nice. Wanna see my work? God's delusion. What is that? I still don't know. Today say what the Lobotomy Corporation is about. It's basically SCP. Lobotomy Corporation Red Dawn. Red Dawn music. Huh? Cannot find. Jingle is not bell. It's all about 5 stages of grief. Oh! Ethel Lobotomy 24th Marathon win. Ethel Lobotomy Sentosa Abadi. So what? Crimson Dawn is what? Cheers of the start. Complete food. Doubt. Valid dawn. Fruit of understanding. None. Surrender of the clan. The 10-way response. Green nun. Ooh. Mechanical golem. Indigo nun. Sweeper. Nani kore? Shimming of cards. Irishinic is the 5th call or the card. It's the only kind of indigo ordeal. Humanoid being wearing metallic cover. They have they appear in group members for group spawning different holy. Fruit of misunderstanding. Ooh. The entity defeated. Charging. What? Dusk. Whoa! It's huge! Big worm. The worm burning. Spawning laser worm. Defeated. Crimson Dusk. Struggle of the Peak. Nani kore? Amalgamation. Bursting. God is a big boy. What a cool and spoopy. Ethel ya Lobotomy desu to Sakariyama terbuka. Na Ethel make Lobotomy horror action pen game. Oh no! The application open. It's not. Green Dusk. What? It's just a machine. Also known as we must read, sent to punish without threat for initiation. Message will appear for metallic appear. When active, they start to charge a small green bar and accompanying others may have maximum fitting spawn done. 3 green ordeals. What? Midnight. Eternal meal. Holy moly. What the hell are these? Last Helix. Beam. Being liquefied. Oh shit. It's like using elevators. Huh. Bad at midnight. What the hell? What the? Oh my god. Yay. These are crazy stuff. Ordeals of Light. 360 of Queen Hatred Laser. Rina fit to be combo focus simple for attack to finish. Yes. It's simpler for my what's called Red Fixer. Wow. What? It's simpler for my brain. 何これかわいい It's cute じゃん Enjoy looking like human habitat. On the run, the take longer time to attack. Wolf will take very long cooldown. Black Fixer. What? Listening to clip the lower clip out. Dang. Where the hell are these ordeals coming from anyway? Bish. Ooh. Pale Fixer. Wow. ending. The call, blue projection blue charts. 何これ? Laugh. I guess it's actually the game also like feels super hard for me because I'm not letting any of my employee die. I guess you're supposed to let them die. Expand the right. Wow. Here come the fixer, the mercenaries in the city. Summons the people that breach the corp. What? It is. So I really am supposed to let them die. Wasn't there like also some that got blocked or something? Yeah. What is? Oh, already. Oh. Attack having a task when the employee service. Yes, look. They want employee work. It's not basically one of the hardest challenges, especially on first run. Wait. I unknowingly trying to like doing the hardest challenge from the get-go. But hey, I survived to like day 18 doing that, right? Pretty good. Ethel. So, is there like any other fun tidbits of this game that I should know before I do Ruina? Short story. A brief summary. Okay?
Warning. This video will spoil the following for Lobotomy Corporation. This video is for those who want to play Library of Ruina, a card game, without 100% completing an extremely difficult management sim to get all of the context for its story. I do recommend at least trying Lobotomy Corporation, as it really is a one-of-a-kind experience. However, if you've gotten this far, I imagine you've either tilted out or have already beaten the game and are just looking for a summary of the extremely scattered plot. If that's the case...
Yeah, I'm tilted up. I'm back. OMG fermented stuff nonjok always knowing. Resetting my bacteria. Day 18, part 19. The part already exited day. Lobotomy Corporation.
Case? Watch on. Welcome to the city. It sucks here. In fact, it sucks so much that it seems like there might be something even worse going on here than normal levels of I just spent an hour on social media and want to unalive myself. One day, a woman named Carmen and her high-functioning boyfriend A decided to do something about it. They set up a lab in the outskirts of the city, outside of the attention of any of the big spooky corporations that control it, and started researching how to fix everything. They brought in a colorful cast of characters to help, including Elijah, a cute girl who's very everything. They brought in a colorful
who this?
Cast of characters to help.
Who this? Oh, this is hard. Malkut, yes sir. Oi. And these are the two. Okay. Hello, Rafi. Voice me has been somebody for library Reina, so I took and played Boost Company quickly.
Including Elijah, a cute girl who's very determined to get stuff done. Gabriel, a thoughtful, rational young man who also wants to get stuff done, but in a more ordered way. Giovanni, an old friend of Carmen who is mostly just here to make sure she's alright. Michelle, a cute, upbeat girl, always ready with a smile and a supportive word. Enoch and Lisa is here to make sure she's alright. Michelle, a cute, upbeat girl, always ready with a smile and a supportive word. Enoch and Lisa, two kids found in the outskirts who were brought into the lab so they could be kept safe from the literal cannibalism that happens out there. Kali, a hero of the downtrodden who is easily the most badass motherfucker in this entire list. Daniel, a prodigy who was brought into the project by Carmen. And Benjamin, A's best friend and right-hand man. The lab was a shockingly nice place full of people who thought they were working on a project to save the world. After a long while, they developed a substance known as cogito that was capable of manifesting a human's mental state into the physical world. However, they didn't know exactly what it was capable of doing without human testing. Safe to say that no one really wanted to get involved with unlicensed, unregulated human experimentation, at least until Enoch, the boy that came in with Lisa, volunteered. Apparently, living in a cannibalistic hellscape makes for a bad mental state, and he really just wanted to die in the one happy place he had ever known, so he didn't really care about the danger. He goes in for the experiment, but despite all expectations, everything goes well. His mental state produced...
Okay. The pass. Oh. What is Ethel? Michelle the spy. Michelle the spy? Which one's Michelle again? What is beat? Oh no!
This is a seed of light representing the desperate hope he had deep down that everything would go well. Seeing that, he comes to terms with his old desire to die and continues to live for the future. They use the seed to rain light upon the world, curing it of its perpetual funk. Human lives improve, the world is a brighter place, and a giant library is constructed on the site of the lab where it all happened to serve as a reminder that through knowledge and perseverance, humanity can overcome any hardship.
Ah. Yay!
Just kidding, Enoch dies in absolute agony.
Just kidding, Enoch dies in absolute agony. Of course.
Just kidding, Enoch.
My Missile Super Brother melted. Oh my god, what the hell happened? Lobotomy Corporation Enoch. Tipere. Tipere female has longer hair than her brother. I still can't believe that the short-haired one is a boy. The currency with the text boxes is gold. Study. Lobotomy 101. The better wanted become fanboy. Oh no, maybe that's how fanboys are made.
Enoch dies in absolute agony. Turns out, cogito is a horribly corrosive substance when injected into a living being, but it did certainly succeed at manifesting the human subconscious. However, the human mind is a dark place, even darker in
the
city, and cogito began manifesting creatures called abnormalities. Abnos are essentially this universe's, and cogito began manifesting creatures called abnormalities. Abnos are essentially this universe's version of SCPs. They're a general category of supernatural entity or item. Some are useful, some are horrifying, some are mostly passive, but all of them are dangerous. These abnormalities are capable of generating a potent source of power called encephalion, which meant that in order to generate an actual seed of light, they needed more of them. However, Carmen was one of the nicest people around, so she wouldn't just approve of deadly human experimentation for the sake of her research. However, she's had a bit of a bad time. Carmen is overcome with grief from the fact that she painfully murdered a little boy, made even worse by Lisa cursing her with every single word she spoke. Turns out, Enoch was the only thing keeping Lisa.
Hey, said maybe not completely sure. Good idea. Good idea. Enoch gone for above the defeated meltdown. Oh, so like is the boy one like fake? The one that we see?
In any kind of normal mental state. Carmen then tries to unalive herself in Minecraft, only if she dies in the game, she dies in real life. A finds her in the Carmen then tries to unalive herself in Minecraft.
Was there in Minecraft? Only she does in real life.
Only if she dies in the game, she dies in real life. A finds her in the bathtub she was playing Minecraft in, and instead of using the crazy advanced tech of the city to save her, he rips her brainstem out and sticks it in a jar. Determined to see her reach the advanced tech of the city to save her, he rips her brainstem out and sticks it in a jar. Determined to see her research through, A decides that no price is too high to get his waifu's wish fulfilled. If you remember my previous comment about A being high functioning, it's not high functioning autism, it's sociopathy. A proceeds
sociopathic. But we have the option that almost attack pick before. Oh! Blood bath. Huh? Lobotomy corporation. Blood bath. Oh, the place where she wanted to die?
to continue experimenting with cogito through a process called extraction. Using the giant tube that Carmen's brainstem has been stored in, they take a subject injected with cogito and dip them into the ocean of human subconsciousness. Doing this, they are able to create a much wider variety of terrible, dangerous, and encephalion-rich abnormalities. Absolutely broken by Carmen's death, Giovanni volunteered himself for—
Wait, where does this CG come from? It's yippee! Creature!
Cogito extraction, being convinced by A that it could bring
That
Carmen
didn't
back.
work.
It can't, and A tells him as much while Giovanni dies in the infirmary after the extraction, not even being used for making an abno. Elijah wanted A to participate more directly instead of hanging back and just watching everything happen. She decided to do just that, taking some Cogito that was definitely not ready to be safely used, and promptly died horribly while begging A to just put a bullet in her. A refused. When Elijah died, that caused Gabriel to go from a well-meaning but stern man to an obsessive-compulsive madman. He feared chemical exposure at the lab and would scratch at any exposed part of his skin. This eventually killed him, but not until much later. Things came to a head when that sweet little being named Michelle revealed herself as a rat. She made contact
It's a
with the
rat.
head, aka the ruling body of the city. They freaked the f**k out and sent one of their biggest and scariest agents in to kill everyone in the lab and stomp out the research. This agent was Garion, an arbiter who is one of the scariest motherfuckers in the entire setting. She single-handedly rolled up to the lab and started decimating everything. She accosted Daniel, who was in charge of the abnos in captivity, and threatened him to let them out or she'd kill him and do it herself. He decided to let them out, but took a bit of time to do it to give the employees and his friends time to escape. This proved to be in vain since they all died horribly anyway. His guilt over this decision eventually kills him.
From the story of the meltdown. Oh, so after the meltdown, it tells story. So there is Katya Teichatan, Elijah, and Gabriel death scene from boss scene. Oh?
The Abnos proceeded to kill huge swaths of nameless mooks and Lisa, although Kali manages to kill most of the Abnos in response. Eventually, Kali met Garion and mooks and Lisa, although Kali manages to kill most of the Abnos in response.
Holy moly! She killed the Abnos. That's
Eventually,
it.
Kali met Garion in combat.
And I have a cool anime fight share, but let's do it off screen.
Garion ripped off Kali's arm, but couldn't kill her before she impaled Garion. With the Abnos suppressed and Garion impaled and helpless, A proceeded to torture her and extract her brain. With it, he learned about the inner workings of the head and how he could stay out of their sight. The only and extract her brain. With it, he learned about the inner workings of the head and how he could stay out of their sight. The only way to do so would be to become a wing of the world. Okay, time for some world building. Wings are basically megacorporations that control a district of the city. There are 25 of them, one for each letter of the alphabet except Z, which is represented by the outskirts. They all have a nest, which is the nice section of the city under the direct control of the wing, and a back streets, the rest of the city where life is a lot harder and significantly more brutal. They all also own a singularity, some kind of super advanced technology which allows them to produce something that the city needs. To quickly give an example.
Squirrels. The lore before and after Hobo initiate the meltdown. Oh, they escalated quickly. That's what they should be. Welcome. The nothing their sort always got wielded.
R-Corp is a wing that you actually come into contact with during Lobotomy Corp. They specialize in extremely powerful mercenary groups. The exact nature of their singularity is unknown, but they're basically the city's military wing. All wings are extremely powerful, capable of mass destruction on a large scale on top of their gargantuan economic might. Due to this, the head can't directly mess with a wing the way they did with the lab, because a conflict between wings would be catastrophic for the city. A decides that the only way he could get access to a wing is to take over one that currently exists. He sets his sight on L-Corp, the power production wing of the city. He and Benjamin make some shady backroom deals with R-Corp to get the support needed to take on a whole wing. Not much is known about the specifics of this conflict, which would be known as the Smoke War, but it's theorized that Benjamin basically said, "Hey R-Corp, we can produce way more power than the current L-Corp. If you help us take over, we'll give you extremely generous contracts so you won't ever have to worry about the power bill again." Presumably R-Corp took this deal and A's group won the war. With the new L-Corp...
No safety is illusion. Yabe. CRC is knowing. Did more reference to like when he's medical version.
in place, A decided to dub it Lobotomy Corporation, and so the titular organization was formed. However, we missed something important. At some point during these events, it's not clear if it's actually before the war, after it, or even during it, A broke one of the most important rules of the city. You see, while A might have been a sadistic, abusive monster of a man, he still had this pesky thing called an emotional attachment. As such, he was pretty sad that Carmen was gone. He decided to try and recreate her by making an artificial intelligence. He scanned Carmen's brainstem and used it as the base for the AI. When this purely mechanical AI opened her eyes, she was designed to be the perfect assistant. She perceived things 1,000
It's freaking Angela!
times faster than the average human, so she could react at superhuman speeds, and had perfect recall of everything she witnessed, so she would never forget a detail. She even had complete human emotions, giving her a sense of empathy so she could more properly assist those around her. And the first thing A did when he saw this absolute masterwork of a creation is reject her. She was not Carmen. She was some new mechanical thing that looked just enough like Carmen to drive a spike of ice right through A's heart. He didn't even want to name her, but Benjamin convinced him. So, Angela was born. A then proceeded to make a plan to see Carmen's research succeed. The end goal was to make something called a seed of light, charge it with encephalion, and release the light over the world for 7 days, which would cure this mass depression the world was afflicted with. However, making a seed of light would require much work, including
Angela Carmen. She is Kerbal.
a lot of abnormalities. However, making a seed of light would require much work, including a lot of
Make lots of abnos, make encephalion, profit, turn off Angela.
abnormalities. However, abnormalities are dangerous to contain, and the chances of actually succeeding at generating that much power were nearly impossible. So, utilizing advanced technology, A set up a 50-day time loop. This would allow him effectively infinite resources to throw at the problem and infinite chances to get things right. But it wasn't as easy as just setting up the time loop. No, A wrote a script for this play that he was putting on. There were steps that would be followed, events that had to happen, and goals that must be met in order to ensure that the seed of light was properly raised. Part of this was the creation of the Sapphira, semi-artificial intelligences that would each control one of the 9 departments in Lobotomy Corporation. I say semi-artificial because they're not completely mechanical like Angela. They are instead the brains of the previously dead characters we've talked about thus far, all stuck into
Ooh. This dude made the robot to look like someone else and then got upset that they look similar to the person he was designed to look like. I know, right? Stupid. Hasta, welcome. Censored Apno. Nani? Bouquet.
robotic bodies with most of their memories suppressed. Next, A decided to use another powerful piece of tech to split himself into 5 different individuals: Abel, Abraham, Adam, Ayan, and X. X would be a mind-wiped version of A, who would serve as the director of the facility during the play, and also as the character that the player controls during the game. Abel, Abram, and Adam would serve as the final challenges for X to see if A could overcome his own personal demons, with Ayan being the final and true version of A that would then spill the beans about the seed and all of his plans. Each of the challenge A's represented a different aspect of his personality. Abel is a sharply dressed man representing his own guilt over the atrocities he committed while being in charge of the facilities. Abram is his guilt and despair over Carmen's death made manifest, who wants to do nothing but die next to the remains of his beloved. Finally, Adam serves as the final boss of the game and is the perversion of his mind after being exposed to so many abnormalities. With everything in place and Angela at his side, he started the 50-day time loop, and Lobotomy Corporation truly begins.
Oh, it's a time loop, so that's why you can just retry the day. They all died in the ABC.
Most of the game is spent uncovering all the craziness we just...
Ah, so ABC, like Abraham, you fight Abraham. Who is it again? Abel, Abraham, and Adam.
Discussed, but a few important things need to be addressed. B is a faceless person who starts sending you messages not to trust Angela early on. She responds by telling you not to trust B. It turns out B is Benjamin, who gets captured and turned into a Sapphira.
Ah, B for Benjamin. Very secretive.
Sometime around day 20. It double turns out this was all part of the plan that A made, so he basically sacrificed his gay best friend for the sake of having one more Sapphira to complete his plan with the seed. Also, basically sacrificed his gay
Benjamin right now.
best friend for the sake of having one more Sapphira to complete his plan with the seed. Also, each of the Sapphira now go by a new name after being shoved into brain-holding claptraps. Elijah is Malkuth, Gabriel is Yesed, Giovanni is Netzach, Michelle is Hod, Enoch and Lisa are Tiphareth A and B, Kali is Geberah, David is Chesed, Benjamin is Hokmah, and Garion is Bina. Each of the Sapphira slowly begins to remember their previous lives over the course of the game. This causes them to inevitably undergo a meltdown, which is a major crisis that you have to adapt to. Afterwards, they each come to terms with the absolute mess their previous lives were and grow as a person. Each time this happens, the seed of light grows just the absolute
I guess I can just raise another one in game.
Mess their previous lives were and grow as a person. Each time this happens, the seed of light grows just a bit. Okay, we're gonna rapid fire the character development of each Sapphira. Try to keep
Okay. Bam. Download singularity, so thanks to W Corp. It doesn't have person anymore.
Keep up, and I'm sorry if I don't do your favorite one justice. This script is long enough as it is. Malkuth reveals that her previous gung-ho attitude was mostly just a facade. She doesn't actually think you can do anything to improve the hellish situation that the facility finds itself in, but after her meltdown is intrigued enough by your tenacity to keep going that she'll continue to support you if nothing more than just to see what happens. Yesed comes to terms with the fact that Elijah died and he can't go back and change that. He also sees the player going through that same process and encourages them to see it through and change for the better despite the pain. Netzach hates his job as a Sapphira, constantly getting drunk and high, doing his best to escape from the cruel reality reality he has to endure. This climaxes with his attempting to commit suicide, which you prevent because Sapphire
In
needs permission
Minecraft.
to die. He has to endure. This climaxes with his attempting to commit suicide, which you prevent because Sapphire needs permission to die. Over time, he comes to terms with this situation, acknowledging that if he can't get out, he might as well hold on to some hope for the future and stops resenting X for trying to save him. Pod's arc reveals that her bubbly and supportive personality is all a facade to try and make up for the fact that she got everyone killed. She doesn't believe that she's actually awkwardly nice. She thinks that she's just acting to get over her massive guilt. After
Wait, hold on. So is Library of Ruina a sequel or a prequel? The word egg hatched. What?
her meltdown and recovery, she stops denying that she actually feels these positive emotions towards people and starts showing a more genuine form of kindness. The Tiffereths are a bit more complicated. See, they're Enoch and Lisa, both trapped in a hell that neither one of them wishes to endure. Due to Enoch being by far the most deteriorated brain put into a Sapphira, and the fact that he's been denied the death he wanted and actually got, he's extremely unstable. This results in him being stuck in a loop of deteriorating over time until he eventually cracks and needs to be reset. Tiff's meltdown involves the player no takesies backsies actually killing Enoch to ensure that he can rest in peace. After Enoch is permakilled, Lisa warms up a bit, now much more amicable after you give Enoch his well-deserved rest. Gebera as a Sapphira is extremely violent toward abnormalities due to the way that she died. She doesn't remember deserved rest. Gebera as a
spent up aggression.
Sapphira is extremely violent toward abnormalities due to the way that she died. She doesn't remember being Kali, hero of the backstreets, she only remembers that she fights abnormalities. She also gives the player access to the Rabbits, a group of mercenaries from Arcor who will go in and kill everything that lives in the department of your choice. Access to the Rabbits, a group of mercenaries from Arcor who will go in and kill everything that lives in the department of your choice, at least most of the time. Sometimes even they can't handle the monsters you're trying to kill. Geb's suppression involves fighting her while she's going all out. After that, she regains a lot of her old self, no longer just being a ball of rage and violence, but the same protector that she was before. Chesed spends his time trying to make up for his cowardice when he was intimidated by Garion. He comes to terms with it in the end, accepting that while he might not be able to deal with fear in the future, he will at least no longer run away from it. Finally, we have Hokma and Bina. Hokma is the freshly made Sapphira of Benjamin and mostly remembers himself. His arc ends with him once again stating his desire to follow A into the future, maybe less blindly now, but still determined to see things through to the end. Bina is the Arbiter Garion who was sent to kill the entirety of the lab. She naturally doesn't like anyone that much since she was never really supposed to be here to begin with. Her suppression results in her still not being a fan of most of what's going on, but she's at least going to watch and not turn away from what's happening in the facility. You also have to fight her, and it's easily one of the most difficult brawls in the entire game. As each meltdown happens, it is resolved
okay. Sequel, Angela's Revenge. What? Meow, pet, yoo-hoo. Oh, the rabbit? Rabbit. Who's Meow? Look. Lobotomy Corporation? Meow. Who this? Oh, she also appeared in Ruina. So like in Ruina, Angela is evil. We fight Angela, or we help Angela do revenge. Yes. Unlock after Gebura mission. Oh. Come to think of it, is there any game where we are helping someone with revenge?
It becomes more and more apparent that all of this was part of A's play. He wrote happy endings for each of the people in his life that he had wronged and for himself. X fights against his inner demons of Abel, Abram, and Adam, conquering them and growing as a person himself. This outpouring of character growth combined with the Encephalion causes the seed of light to grow, eventually bursting into a giant explosion of light raining over the entire city when you beat Adam. As the light explodes out of the facility and begins shining over the city, all of the Sapphira meet in the basement where A stands before the Pillar of Light. While they may not love him, they no longer hate him as they did. So they say their farewells as he steps into the light and fades away. So the Sapphira stand there at the end, watching the light wash over the city, covering all things in its warm and hopeful glow. They understand that everything will be alright. Their work is finally done after so much pain and suffering. They'll be deactivated, but the world will turn on without them, a better place.
Yay!
But that's not where our story ends. A planned for so damn much. Took so many precautions, measures.
It's studio time, but since I don't remember everything. Oh! And all the script is written in Death Note. Death Note? Oh, that was the plan. That was the plan. Aku Lobotomy. It's this now.
Measures made everything happen just right, but even he still had a blind spot. See, A forgot someone. The same person he always forgot. Just as everything looks like it's going to turn out alright, just as the sacrifice and hardships and suffering has finally resulted in the good that everyone had worked towards being done, Angela smiles. She says that A was a fool. He did everything he could to make sure Angela suffered, and just assumed that she was a meek little robot who would do whatever he said. She says that she has suffered more than anyone else, forced to remember the millions of years worth of experiences across an insane number of 50-day time loops, all experienced 1,000 times slower than they actually were. She says that she was
Oh shit, that's right. She pursued everything 1,000 times slower. And we keep retrying and looping, holy shit.
never given a chance at life. And now that her commands from A are finished, she can do whatever the fuck she wants to. And she wants to live. To see what the world is like beyond the confines of the cells that she's been kept in for her entire existence. She's owed that much by the man who made her and then so callously disregarded her. Damn the price, and damn the world. So she takes the light and hides it away. After 3 days of the light shining on the city, it vanishes, and the world is covered with darkness for 4 days. The seeds of light that should have fixed everything were feeble and unstable. This week became known as the White Nights and Dark Days. Angela, now free, turns the facility into a great library. From there, she sets out to collect knowledge about the world, store it, and eventually obtain one singular, perfect. Angela, now free, turns the facility into a great library. From there, she sets out to collect knowledge about the world, store it, and eventually obtain one singular, perfect book. And that is where our story truly begins. Welcome to the Library of Ruina. May you find your book in this place.
Suge, Maji, Habe. So that's how it is. Now I understand. Death Note. Lobotomy lure. Damn. Eternal damnation. Angela take all the D's nut for herself. The quiz. No play Ruina. So like in Ruina we play as who? Who do you play as in Library of Ruina? Playable card to the phone, the team of Ethel used to during reception being sound. The reader used to fight against the guests in the floors and respectively assigned to. Ooh. So you make a team, is it? Is that Angela? Ooh. Wait, we work with Angela? That's cool. Also, what the hell, Angela? Like, what the hell, man? All of the suffering and all the sacrifices. She just stopped it after 3 days. Like, what the hell, man? Come on. At least let the 7 days pass first, and then you can go out of the facility or whatever the hell. Right now will be the 5 states of grief for Angela and the Great Egg Fixer. Oh, I the game but never really grasped about the story because the tight schedule. Now I really want to play it for real. Get it? Play it. Hannah is Melindez. Angela got haircut. Yeah. Oh yeah, we gonna recreate Hannah and Melindez. How many people in the party can you make? Hannah, Melindez, Acera, Queen Joel. The whole control team. Hello, Etek. Shinkun, welcome. I tried today, no more becoming Dayong. The kettle is gone. It is such sad day indeed. Even I still suffer day 46 LC after almost 3 years. Holy moly. Why is my tracking not working? Wait. Today become the last day. Fine. Give her back. She doesn't deserve this. I tried becoming Angela. 5 per floor. Oh, 4 customable. Why you 1 not customable? Attack trying to revive her whole control team. Yes. The library of Reina is turn-basing. It's combat turn-based. Nice. Maybe one is Sepira. Oh, maybe. Who can you play? Like, can you play the Sepiras? Can you play like Ishod and the others? Can you play as Leticia? Important. Let's see. Library of Reina, Queen of Hatred. Wait, what? She's there also? Why she look so nervous though? Do we fight the anomalies? Huh. Kid. What this? Never forget, never forgive what they took from her. Yee! Ethel Sangha claim one day in one sea. Imagine Ethel play one stage in Library of Ruina. Nani? Maybe you can go abnormality's power. Maybe. Abnormis. There's Artesia in White Knight. Oh no! Okay, Apple of Ruina then. Lobotomy, I don't have to click with the core play. It's very hard. Indeed. You can try the first like 5 days or something maybe. And the 4th and 5th magical girl. What? There are more? The literature look more budgeted better for Lobotomy Chara's right? Yeah, Lobotomy has very cute character sprite. Like character design, the art style, no? Though I don't really know when I will start playing Ruina. Not sure. Kind of want maybe tomorrow we can start another like a new series, I guess. Maybe we can try what is called Kerbal. Yeah, Kerbal has like missions, so we can try that maybe. Or something else. I have we have XCOM, we have Yakuza. I have Witcher 3. I also have Valkyria Chronicles. If you want to play Lobotomy, tend to not get a Tesla employee like Ethel. Yeah. Queen of Heart or Hatred, King of Club or Greed, Knight of Spade, and 7 of Diamond. Oh! So they're like cards. Okay. Are there 4 series Ikuza? Attack Carmen. Wait, you have Yakuza? Yakuza 0, yes. You haven't finished Skyrim main story. Ah, yeah. So we do Skyrim main story speedrun series. Jester of Nihil. What? What are those? Okay, I'm gonna tell it. 疲れる人いフェイスフィタン。マジ ?12! Ethel Akira Kaneko is the first one. Yes, it's first one. Yeah. I kinda don't want to play the flight because I already watched the anime and like I don't like one of the characters' death. Yeah, it's sad. Collect all the magical girl and make the parrot the ultimate magical girl. We can do that? Manji? Oh. Ah, sippy. Yeah, drinking. I only played the third. Oh, I played the third also. In the third, right? I played it in PSP. Look that. I played in PSP, right? And I don't know how I did it, but I somehow made my tank into a sniper. So the tank had like literally 100% accuracy. You know how it usually have crosshair? The crosshair is like the cross it's cross shape, right? The crosshair usually. Wait, no. And Valkyrie Chronicle is circle shape. Now, my crosshair is literal dot. The tank's crosshair is literal dot. So, it can shoot super accurately and it hits like a truck. No, it hits like a tank. Literally. And it's also super hard to kill. So yeah, I basically was bringing around like super hard boss into every mission. What the hell? The chat isn't refreshing, huh? Literally one of the best meta Tiperet solo. Manji? I thought you would never play Kusakusa. No, I played the third one. But the first one was given by Adi, so you have to pay. To appreciate, you know. I also have Rainbow Six somehow. I think it was given by someone, but I forgot who. Yeah, someone gave this to me, but I forgot who. Yabe na. I also have sound alicization. Who the hell gave it to me? How do I see who give what to me? Complete modern date honestly. It's not completable. Kahit sa mga Lobotomy, thank you. Conquer everything. Simple modern date too. I have modern blade. But it's the second one. The first one. Warband. How many games that you never really cleared? You need to play it at least next Tuesday if it's given. Yes. I don't have a key any game 7 so if we commented identity. Shut up! But yeah, we have to decide what game to play tomorrow, guys. I legit don't know for real. Nani kana? It does the type of player to bring a gun to Sword Art Online. Yes. Gun Art Offline. Variety gift game first. Okay, you mean Benelarts? Yeah, Benelarts. I bet Ethel can't reach half of Lords. story. Kusa! Don't underestimate Ethel. She completed the journey of Ethel game. What? You can fight? Warben is the first. Yeah, Warben lah. I have Warben. I don't have the newest one. It's the second actually. Yeah, it's the second. The first one was just Mon and Blade. Some RPG games. There's also the thing that like if I want to do the series right, yeah, I think it's better for it to be a short game so that it doesn't go all the way into like part 100 or something. And at least like if it's an RPG, then at least make it like it has to have what's called a main story, so that I can grind it offline, and then we can continue the main story on stream. Hello, I came back sobbing because I'm not gonna. Never forget. Oblivion. You want me to do Oblivion? Dark Soul is hurt. Short as fuck. Never be sad, kids. It will cheer up. Oh no. Fubuki also did stay 23. Oh, Fubuki play? This thing got screwed up by the chat as well to pick like incredibly hard ones. Anyway, not to get to pain on the topic on needy attack dos game is good. Huh? Attack dos? What's an attack dos? If Ethel cannot cheer you up, Ethel gonna end your suffering. It's a second loop, so she played more than Nooktel. Nanya! Kasaya lo. I don't want you to I want to keep my employees. It's the needy streamer over this game that's on the center. Needy streamer overdose. They're very catchy loud songs. Huh. Needy streamer overdose? How is that? Nani kore, kawa? I guess it's like a horror fan. Is that for the kind of game? What kind of game? Like in your suffering also known as Hill God Protocol. Ethel wanna keep us its employee. Yes. It's trending game to internet Yamero. The one that we can provide is a song called Internet is the best from Needy Sim Overdose. Huh. Anyway guys, it's already 1 hour, so I'm gonna end the stream. I should make a vote after this also for tomorrow new series. So, thank you everyone for watching. This has been Chamomile. Please like and subscribe and stuff. Yeah. Thank you again for Green Bed Name Koba Brotherhood and banyak semua orang Patreon. W maaf seperti Mion FANBOX, Mikael, Adi, Sumimas, Yasin, Dehu, Oja, Daki, Dem, Hambase, Fellow Fox, Bayan, Pluto, Stinkai, Salamara, Gadial, Defiata, Lucas, Sekadinik, Sodina, Hakira, Isa, Ramanus, Sekadifa, Rataking, Dosa, Adefafi, Milkon, and Timothy, is correctly, and abundance for me, the member. Thank you so much. For not evidence, have a nice thing, take care. Asuma. If I take employee with hire, you don't even get salary. Ha ha ha. Malkut. Always been a black company no matter what you are. What time were the continent which universe? Yes. Kanto janai wa. See ya. Maybe we should just play Library of Ruin and just right away. See ya, see wing, yeah, me.